I'm Rebecca, and like a lot of people in tech, I'm work from home this week. Now, a lot of my coworkers were complaining about how hard it is to get their workouts in when they work from home. But I figure with all the equipment we have lying around, it should be pretty easy. So this is my work from home workout. For this workout, you're gonna need your laptop, your charger, Wi-Fi, and any of the free stuff you've stolen from your office. Now this workout is gonna be bar inspired, so anyone can do it. Now I know what you're thinking. Easy for her to say. She's fit, she's healthy, but that's just on the outside. On the inside, I'm a 20-something-year-old with stress-induced stage 1 hypertension. Now I know some girls like to say they have like the heart of a saint, and I really do. I have the heart of Mother Teresa of when she was like 70. But back to the workout. Today we're gonna start off with arms. Now if you're anything like me, you've been stocking up on the free sodas from work. Luckily, these make perfect weights. So we are gonna be doing arms with 12-ounce weights. Now if your office is bougie and you are weak, don't worry. These 8-ounce weights work perfectly well. But we're just gonna challenge ourselves today with the 12-ounce ones. So to begin, we're gonna start with the back of the shoulder exercise that I like to call the shrug emoji. Now you're gonna bring your elbows back behind your torso, and you're just gonna make the shrugging motion. Now, this is a great exercise if you're early in career and you find yourself shrugging often because you don't know what you're doing. Even if you're late in your career and you're just being fairly honest, it's still a good muscle group to work. Now, I know you're working from home, but it's important to keep this muscle group active. Next, we're gonna do a top of the shoulder exercise. So we're gonna move our arms up into right angles. Make sure your legs are like a neutral distance apart and lean forwards a little bit. And you're just gonna do right and left. Give yourself a little mantra like, you got this, or keep going, or just like break that glass ceiling, one tiny little punch at a time. And you're gonna do this until you get bored. That could be a different amount depending on like your personal strength, like internally to keep going, or also your arm strength. Cool, so next up, we're gonna be doing what I like to call power planks. What you're gonna need for this is your work computer. So what you're gonna wanna do is get into plank position and just turn on the power to your computer and wait for it to reboot. You're gonna wanna keep your hips high and your hopes low. Now I know a lot of gyms will have you hold a plank for a minute, and depending what OS you're on, it might actually be a full minute if you do a power plank too. So we're just gonna wait. Cool, and now it's booted up. Now I like using my sit-stand desk to get some stretches in. This is especially useful when I have long team calls and I just want to stay active. So to begin, you push away your chair, turn your desk into standing desk mode, which is the default. And there are a lot of exercises you can do from here. You can do the basic quad stretch. Make sure you stay even though. There's the one where you just like lean back and just push against the table, stretch out the back of your legs. And usually by this point, no one on the team's call has their video on, so you can totally do this and no one knows. And it's just a really great way to round out your workouts. Now, I would be totally remiss to leave thighs out of our workout. I kind of forgot to film it yesterday, hence our new hairstyle. But to the point, we are gonna do this exercise that I like to call the quad processor. So what we're gonna wanna do is get up on our tippy toes, like we're talking to a tall person. Bend your knees and make sure your back is straight, like you're leaning up against a wall. And you're just gonna bounce. Channel your inner icon, like you're an app that's trying to open and you're just the icon sitting there on the dock, bouncing. Now most people will lose their balance as they do this, which is why you see in bar studios people holding on to something. But this is a work from home workout. We don't have that fancy equipment. You're gonna do this until you either lose your balance or get bored. Now I know a lot of people say that quad processors are great for gaming, but they're good for productivity too. Because if you have a good sense of balance, you can hold your computer and just type, because that gives you something to do with your hands, which really is just a great problem because you never know what to do with your hands when you work out. And I'm not saying you type well in this position, but you could type, Still part of our workout. On to the next exercise. Next, we're gonna tone up our booties. Now, if you're anything like me, you know how important back end exercises are if you wanna go from front end only to full stack. So to work out our glutes today, we are gonna be doing pretzel kicks. Now, I like doing these with an ergonomic Bluetooth keyboard. If you don't have one of these, you can do it with a normal keyboard or your work laptop. However, a work laptop is gonna be way more difficult to use in this position. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is place down your keyboard, put your legs into right angles, roll the top leg back, stack your hips, bring this one forward a little bit, place one hand on your leg, one hand on the keyboard, and you're gonna start to kick back like you're riding a small government. When you're done with this, you're gonna repeat it on the other side, because we wanna be balanced and well-rounded individuals. Get it? Like well-rounded. Anyway, on to the other side. We have floor core. Now, don't get discouraged if this is a little bit difficult for you. I've had a lot of practice working on it, mostly because growing up, my mom was too cheap to buy me a desk chair, so I did all my homework lying down until like 12th grade when she found a chair behind, in the dumpster behind a medical foundation, and then she brought that home and I used that. But that's a story for another video, isn't it? Cool, so let's get into floor core. So let's get started on floor core. One's up. Now, it's really important to stay hydrated. It's also important to share. Cool, but on to the exercises. So today for floor core, I have 3 exercises planned for us. Now, as always, you will need your laptop with Wi-Fi. I find floor core to be a really great time to work on debugging or spec writing, so I'm just gonna open up Visual Studio real fast, but you can use the editor of your choice. Cool. You're gonna make sure your feet are facing away from your plants so you don't accidentally kick them. Not that that happened in other takes of this, but like whatever. So you're gonna lie back, but first you're gonna make sure that your laptop is perpendicular to your abs. Just stab them so you can really feel them. And you're gonna lay back. Tuck your seat a little bit and just like slowly bring one leg out, then the other. And I'm just gonna start typing. If you want, you can have your shoulders up. Not only is it better for typing, but it's like a stronger workout on your abs. So we're just gonna do console dot. And you're just gonna keep doing this until you get bored or until your next meeting, whichever comes first. And so the next exercise we have planned for you today is butterfly kicks. So it's very, very similar in setup. You're just gonna lie down, stab yourself, feet up in the air, but make sure they're as straight as can be. It's more important to have them straight than have them low down. The lower you have your legs, the better for your abs, I guess. But you're work from home, no one's gonna see your abs anyway, so if you don't want to challenge yourself today, I totally get it. But have your feet and just do like little alternating kicks. Again, until you get bored or until you're done debugging. And then the last core work we're gonna do today is we are gonna be working on crunches. Now, crunches are actually the best one for typing, surprisingly. Mostly because your shoulders are up, so it's way easier just to have control of the keyboard. And you are gonna do this until either you solve your bug or you have or you give up. But if you solve your bug, you're gonna have super strong abs by the end of it. Unless you solve your bug quickly, but like that never happens. So it's a win-win. Now that we've completed our full body workout, it's time to recharge. So what you're gonna need for this is a long power cord. I recommend using one that's already broken, like this one. But you can use a working one too, just make sure no one finds out about it. And what you're gonna wanna do is ideally with a broken charger, but if you don't have that, I get it. You're gonna make sure you don't break this little thing, and you're just gonna lean back, put both your feet in the strap, and like lower one of your feet down, put your foot that's lowered into a right angle, and just pull the other foot closer towards you. When you get bored with that, you can pull it inwards and stretch your IT band, or all the way outwards and just show off how flexible you are. And then we're gonna do it on the other side because we wanna be symmetrical. Now when you do this, it's really important not to stretch out your cord or overstretch your hip flexors. So we're just gonna quickly make that match. Then we're gonna kick a wall. So we're gonna just awkwardly scoot over. And you're just gonna lay your foot down. Think you're up for trying this workout? Let me know in the comments. Also, how are you staying fit during the coronavirus and working from home? Let me know in the comments below. Bye!